What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, obviously not wearing the same outfit as ourselves going to wear. I have not been feeling that great, especially with this very bad winter storm going on. I've been cold, very cold. So forgive me, but I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I do want to talk about the AFC and NFC conference championships, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna skip the AFC. But we gonna talk about the AFC Broncos Patriots. I'm not feeling good, so it's gonna be all one take. So if I stutter, you have to go with it, or if something happens, go with it. So number two Patriots going into number one Denver, and I'm gonna be honest, this game is going to be way more lopsided than I think a lot of people think. Broncos defense is first of all defense amazing. I mean, this defense is among probably the best defense in the NFL. It's definitely top five. But defense can only take you so far. I think we are in a new era of the NFL. We are in a very defense heavy. I mean, this whole season has been. You look at Houston, Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks. You know, four of the top five defenses in the NFL were in the playoffs. I mean, definitely three of the top five are in the conference championship. I think Denver's defense is definitely top four. I think we live in a era where I think the top five defense is going to be very important in the NFL moving forward. I just personally feel like it's not a lot that can happen here that is good for Denver. I think Denver does really good on defense, but then when the Patriots offense gets out there, it's just going to be a beating. I think the defense does good for a little while. Um, but once the Patriots defense get out there really, and maybe like second, third, fourth quarter, they really start picking up. I think that's when it's going to be the betting odds is New England minus 3.5, and I'm gonna be honest, I think that's going to be a way bigger gap. Now, if Stidham pulls off a miracle, strictly come back here say I was wrong, but no, I don't think Jared Stidham pulls a miracle. Let's skip that. Let's get to the game we're all looking forward. Seahawks versus Ram. My opinion on this game, I'm torn. As I'm filming this, it's 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Um, and man, okay, so I have the NFL fan, the Seahawks fan of me, and we're not gonna curse, we're gonna keep it friendly, but let's just say, I want to say we're gonna dog walk these kids. All right, we're gonna demolish them. We're, I just, I'm not scared. Like for real, these Rams team beating them, going down to 2 point, losing to 2 points while we threw four interception. I'm not worried. Dog walk, demolition. Get them out of here. Now, I got that out the way. The NFL fan in me, the reasonable person. Hey man, I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna be honest. Seahawks is an exact carbon copy. Um, I mean the Rams are exact carbon copy of Seahawks. Seahawks are exact carbon copy of the Rams. I mean, you couldn't have if the Rams were in the AFC, this would have been the best Super Bowl you could have gotten. That this NFC Championship is going to be, in my opinion, better than the Super Bowl, especially if the Broncos find a way to make it there. I think the Rams and Seahawks are going to just dog walk whoever's at that Super Bowl. I think it'll be a very defense heavy Super Bowl. I think we're going to have another Patriots Rams type of Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be very defensive heavy, very demolishing, very Rams either go into San Fran, beat the life out of the Patriots or the Broncos, or Seahawks go against the Broncos and Patriots and they just completely get a shutout. Like very few points. They score 40, the other team scores 2. So, I think this game comes down to Sam Darnold. And I know I love Sam Darnold. I've given a lot of love to Sam. I think Sam gets too much hate. But me personally, I feel like Sam Darnold is the guy where this game does rely on you. And I'm not gonna say oh, you didn't perform when we needed you the most, or you're not performing. No, I think that's absolutely idiotic. He's performed when we needed him, but we need him now more than ever. And we live in a generation where football is very what have you done for me recently, and you're gonna need to do something for me like very recently, like if not now. And you throwing 4 interceptions first game, 2 interceptions the next game. That's unacceptable. You cannot go into this game throwing interceptions. Defense, we're gonna need a lot. I think defense is obviously number one defense in the NFL going against the number one offense in the NFL. This is gonna be one of those games where I am going to need a lot out of our defense because this offense cannot march down this field. Because once they get going, our defense is going to get tired, and it comes down to our offense. And if Sam Darnold decides to not show up, then we're going to need our defense to show up. But I'm very confident in Seattle. Seattle is the 54% uh, odds. Yeah, 54% of the odds on ESPN. And I do think Seattle goes in there. I think Seattle is at home, especially with this really bad winter advisory blizzard thing. It's gonna be very cold. It's gonna be rainy. And if you watch that video from the Seahawks day one with our new coach, interview, locker room, press conference, whatever you want to call it, he said it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be a chance at the playoffs. It's gonna be raining. Sucks for them. Perfect for us. And I think we really need to work, really, 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 really need to go through that. And I trust our cornerbacks on the background that if it does start raining, it's supposed to rain through the game, that if they throw that ball up there, it's not getting caught. I trust our defense, especially with the rain, to have our cornerbacks don't have a good night. All we have to do is stop the run. The run game that they have is actually really solid. So if we could stop this run game, I mean, our offensive line, we're going to be fully healthy. We're going to have Cross back out there, and I think there's going to be a big game for Kenneth Walker. I think if it's raining, Seattle kind of like flex that they are good at playing in the rain, and I think they throw the ball to Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think you still got some straight fades to um, Raheed Shaheed. I think Cooper Cup, obviously his last game, he's averaged this season 3 catches per game. Last game he had I think 5 or something more than 3, plenty more than 3, and plenty impactful yards. Um, but I think it just comes down to Kenneth Walker. Obviously, his game sucks not having Charbonnet, but I mean we have as good of a replacement as any. I mean I think we have a top 10 running back in the league, and I think that's a really good replacement. So my prediction for the AFC is going to be the Patriots uh, going into Denver and comfortably handing them a whooping, a really bad BTA. And Seattle Rams, if I had to predict Broncos Patriots, I go 27-14. And then if I had to predict Seattle, I think it's going to be 30-27. 30, yeah. It'll be like 30-31 to like 20, 28. Let's go 28. Let's go 28, 28-30. I think it's going to be another, I generally think it's going to be another 2-point game. Um, but that's my predictions as a Seahawks fan. That's my predictions for the NFL Conference Championships. I'm trying to get this video out very fast. Probably going to be very little edits. But please like, subscribe, comment. My head coach video will be out very soon, probably around Pro Bowl weekend, because I don't care about Pro Bowl weekend. Who gives a flying shit about Pro Bowl weekend? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.